Come with me. Tonight, we wander the silent streets of Florence, where wealth glitters like a shield, and fear slithers through every alleyway. This is the story of Alessio Vitelli, a man who locked his heart and his fortune behind a door that even he could not open. The Four of Pentacles warns us, when we cling too tightly to what we own, we risk being owned by our fear. The wind carries the toll of church bells across the city, each one a voice for the dead. Smoke rises from funeral fires along the riverbank, where bodies drift like abandoned ships. Behind shuttered windows, Florence trembles. Renaissance Florence, the year of the plague. The air stank of smoke, decay, and the sickly sweetness of death. Rats scurried through the cobbled streets. Guards at the gates wore rags soaked in vinegar, pretending it would save them. In his grand palazzo, Alessio sat alone, a man surrounded by luxury but empty of life. Golden tapestries lined his walls, silver chalices gleamed on the table, and in the corner, the steady, silent presence of his coin vault. The banker's door, carved from oak and bound in iron. It was both a monument and a prison. He ran his fingers over the smooth edges of his coins and whispered,
"Gold keeps me safe. Gold never leaves. Gold never dies."
Outside, the city groaned, but inside, Alessio's world was still. His fortune grew even as Florence starved. One evening, as the plague winds moaned through the empty streets, a knock echoed through his hall, a soft, uncertain sound that seemed foreign in his home of silence. Alessio froze. Few dared approach him now, even fewer survived long enough to knock twice. The door opened, and there stood Luciana, his estranged daughter. She had once defied him, refusing a marriage he arranged and condemning the misery his money lending created. He had not spoken her name since. Her face was thin, her eyes fever bright. Dirt streaked her cheeks. She clutched the rosary of Brother Matteo, and her voice trembled as she stepped inside.
"Father, people are dying. I have nothing left to give them. Please, help me save them."
For a moment, Alessio's hand twitched toward the vault. He imagined the gold coins heaped within, the only thing he trusted. But fear coiled tighter than love. If he gave, would he have enough left for himself?
"The city burns, and still you ask for firewood. I cannot. I will not."
Luciana's shoulders sagged. A single tear splashed on the marble floor. Without another word, she turned and walked into the smoke. That night, the silence broke again. His young clerk ran in, pale as chalk, trembling.
"Master, my brother!" They left him in the street. No priest, no prayer. Not even a coin for the ferryman.
In a city of gold, even the dead are sent off empty-handed. From the window, Alessio saw the boy's brother carried away on a wooden cart, dumped with others, like refuse. No one cared. No one even looked. When he returned to his vault, heart racing, the candlelight played cruel tricks. He saw gold coins bubbling like pustules, and the ornate vault door seemed to twist into the shape of a tomb. A whisper slithered through the air, colder than grave dust. "Your door will not open for you, in this world or the next." Sleep came in fractured pieces. In his dreams, Alessio walked endless hallways lined with vault doors, all locked, all silent. Behind them, voices wept and called his name. He had the keys, but the locks would not turn. At dawn, he ventured out and found Luciana collapsed in the street, her thin body curled like a child's, breath shallow. The clerk knelt beside her, tears streaking his face.
"Master, she will die. Open the vault, please."
Alessio's trembling hands finally acted. He flung the vault open. Gold clattered to the marble floor like thunder. he gathered handfuls of coins and staggered into the city, calling out to empty streets,
Take it, all of it. Medicine, food. Help her.
But Florence had learned to look away from the dying. No one came. At last, he stumbled into the cloister where Brother Matteo tended the sick. Alessio fell to his knees, thrusting coins into the monk's hands.
Save her. Save my daughter.
When he returned to Luciana, she stirred, opened her eyes, and for the first time in years, smiled at him.
I never needed your gold, only your heart.
Her hand went still in his. The bells tolled again. This time, Alessio walked the streets barefoot, his silks replaced by rags. His vault was empty, its grand banker's door torn away and replaced by a simple wooden one, left open. The palazzo became a refuge for the sick and the poor. Children huddled in the once silent halls, and the smell of soup replaced the smell of fear. Alessio spent his days tending the weak, offering warmth, a smile, and the last shreds of his strength. The man who once believed gold could shield him now learned that open hands could hold more than locked doors ever could. The Four of Pentacles speaks of clinging, of fear disguised as safety. Alessio learned too late that wealth cannot buy love, nor life, nor peace. So I speak this question to your heart seeker. When your final day comes, will your gold comfort you, or your love